Hey, it's almost time. It's almost noon. Straight talk. It's on. It's almost time for that. You know what? Every single time this thing goes on, the first thing I always want to do is do my hair. One of my friends said to me, "Why is it that you want to do your hair like you're a Kardashian or something?" I don't know. It's just reflex. When you see yourself all of a sudden live, you're like, "Ooh, I gotta fix that. That doesn't quite look right." So, hope everybody's having a great week so far. It's Wednesday. What's the date? The 13th. That's so awesome. Hi, Randy. It's good to see you. Hi, Jerry. So it's Wednesday the 13th today. That means that we're only a few days away from Christmas week, right? Well, really, like 4 days away from the week of Christmas, which is crazy. So crazy. So we're literally only, 12 days? 12 days until Christmas. I hope you guys are all ready. It's a lot of pressure, isn't it? I love Christmas. I'm so excited. This year we are not doing presents though. We have a huge trip planned, and I'm really excited about that. But so we're not doing presents. Santa will not be visiting us this year. Instead, we will be laying by the pool in Marco Island, Florida. So hopefully Santa will wave and sprinkle some magic Rudolph dust down on us. So, yeah. Oh gosh. Don't let the pressure get to you. You know what? That's the hardest thing. You have to make sure if you're not ready for the holidays, whether you're Jewish and you're celebrating Hanukkah or it's even Thanksgiving or somebody's birthday, anytime that you're getting ready for a special event, isn't it? It's so easy to get your focus off of like the point and the meaning. And if you can just keep bringing your attention back to what's really important, what's the biggest priority with the holidays for you, whether it's family time or religion or any of that kind of stuff, focus on that and don't focus on the gifts. Because you know what? I'll tell you what, gifts are not what people remember. So anyway, today we're not talking about the holidays. We're actually talking about, to follow up on last week's. So last week's conversation was about the new year, which, oh my gosh, I love the new year like I love nothing else. There is nothing that says clean slate, fresh start like January 1st. I love it. So last week, what we talked about is how to get this year complete. How do you complete this year powerfully so that you can move to next year with a whole clean slate and start something fresh? You know, you're probably in a couple different places. You know, some of you are like me, where you're like, oh my gosh, I love the new year. It's time for a fresh start. I make fresh goals. I love goal planning. We're going on this long vacation and I'm excited about like creating goals with my husband because he'll be trapped in the car with me. We can talk about that because, you know, he gets a little tired sometimes of like planning and creating and all that. I'm not the easiest person to live with, but don't tell him I said that. Anyway. So some people are like me where you get so excited about a new year and a fresh start and all the great things that 2018 could offer you. And then other people are like, yeah, this year wasn't great and next year's probably going to be the same. So screw it all. And they just don't even care. Then there's other people that are kind of in the middle. They're like, well, I know that there's some things I should change. I should make some New Year's resolutions, but I'm not really sure I'm going to follow through. You know, nobody really follows through with their resolutions, that kind of thing. Well, this is the conversation that I want to have today. You know what? Throw out your resolutions. I do not ever encourage people to make New Year's resolutions. Like January 1st, I resolved to follow my nutrition program 100% and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to go to the gym every day and I'm going to do XYZ all the time. And I'm going to be a better mom and I'm going to be a better wife. And I'm going to start like working 60 hours a week and change the world and all of this other stuff. Hi, Dave. It's good to see you. Hi, Jill. So New Year's resolutions, to me, have a huge stigma. And what that is it's like, okay, I spent the whole year not doing anything I really wanted to do. Or maybe I only accomplished a small percentage of what I was committed to. So January 1st, I'm going to change 25 things. I'm going to resolve to do that. And then by February 1st, you're going to be exhausted. You're going to have failed. And you're going to be like, screw it. I can't do it. That's to me what New Year's resolutions says. So I'm going to encourage you to throw out your resolutions this year. If you're someone who's excited about goal planning and creating some reasonable goals, you can't change everything at once. You cannot work out more and eat healthier and be a better mom and be the room mom for your kids and find a new job and, go back to school. And you cannot do all of those things and do them well. So I'm going to encourage that what you want to do instead is pick one word that describes who you really want to be in 2018, and you focus on that. And here's what I'm going to tell you is there's a huge difference between a New Year's resolution and a focused one word. And what it does is a New Year's resolution calls you to do more. You have to do more of that and do more of that, do more of that, and causes chaos in your life. And it causes burnout. That's why so many people fail. I can't remember what the percentage is. I'm sure I'll bring it up later because I'll look it up and then I can say it next week. But the percentage of people that actually succeed in their New Year's resolutions is like in the single digits. And that is because we have big imaginations, but little follow through. So as human beings, it's not that you're a bad person that happens. It's that we're wired up that way. So what you want to do is create one word that causes you to be a different way in your life that will then produce the results that you want to produce. So for me, next year, 2018, is going to be the year that I get under 200 pounds. No shit, no BS, no excuses. Like I have been moving slowly towards that, sometimes fast, sometimes slow towards that goal. But I am literally going to organize my life around that goal. So for me, what I need to do is look at who do I need to be that kind of person? What kind of person loses a total of 150 pounds in their life? What does it take? What are the qualities that a person like that has? So that's where you want to go when you're looking at creating your own one word for 2018, is you want to deep dive into your soul and see what is it like, what is the way of being that you need to be to get the things in life or the results in life or the quality of life that you want. And it's being versus doing. A resolution is something you have to do. A one-word focus is someone you need to be. So this is more than just losing weight or changing careers or being a better parent or a better wife or a better husband if you're a man. It really is about creating a picture of that person in your mind that you want to be next year and then identifying one major characteristic. Now, if it's hard for you to paint that picture in your mind of who it is that you want to be, look at somebody that you are like, that you is a mentor or that you respect, or someone in your life that you really, really, really want to be more like. And think about what is the one major characteristic that person has that has them be successful or has them be attractive to you, has them be, are they kind? Are they inspiring? Are they focused? What is that one word, one major characteristic that they have that actually pushes them forward and has them be the kind of person that you respect? That's a way to do it too. So I'm going to give you a little homework assignment today. Watching the time because I have to pick up my daughter. I am going to give you a little homework assignment today, and that is to create a picture of that person that you want to be in 2018 in your mind. And then pick one word that you're going to focus on for 2018. Now, the key is you have to resist the temptation to try to change every single thing in your life. And yes, Randy, you can absolutely steal this. I've stolen it. I didn't make up the whole one word thing. It's actually a great thing that lots of motivational people use. Churches use them, that kind of thing. So please steal. Yes. But so Randy just posted, this is a great mindset question for me to use. It is, because that's the key. Mindset. And that's exactly what this is. For those of you that know a lot about mindset and motivation, this is about mindset. If you pick one word for 2018, what that does is it firmly anchors your mindset in one thing. So it doesn't get kind of lost in the chaos of your life. Because listen, if you're dropping the kids off, if you're in their school drop-off line or their school pickup line, and you're getting really aggravated, and the word you've chosen is generosity for the year, or the word you've chosen is grace, that was one that I chose one year is grace, then if you're getting like really angry and really mad and really frustrated, and you're like, why are these people parked in the pickup lane or drop-off lane? What are they doing? And you're like, wait, my word for the year is grace. How can I give grace to this person? It immediately shifts your mindset and has you behave in a different way in your life than you've ever behaved before. So again, we're going back to resist the temptation to try to change everything at once, and instead be a different way in your life. So create that picture of the person in your mind that you really want to be for next year. And you can think of all those New Year's resolutions, all those things you want to do, but I promise you, there's one major characteristic, one word, that would describe a person who's doing all those things. Maybe it's adventurous, maybe it's generous, maybe it's loving, maybe it is grace-filled, maybe it's focused. To be honest with you, I've been meditating on this all week. I don't know what my word is yet. It's not a rush. Like, that's the other thing. This is something that you want to steep in for the next maybe like 2 weeks. I'll tell you, I've done this every single year since I heard about it, probably about 10, 12 years. And sometimes the words come to me immediately. There was one year where it was gratitude. And when I started, I think that might have actually been my first year. When it first came to me, I was like, oh, what's my one word? Gratitude. And it just feels like, I use this a lot, it feels like it goes clunk. Like something just settles and you're like, yep, that's the one. So don't force it. Don't pick a word that doesn't inspire you. Don't pick a word that you don't like. Like, if when I say grace, and if that's a word that you like, know you need to do, but you know you need to be that, but you hate the word grace because it reminds you of religion, you hate religion, I don't know, something like that. You should not pick that word. It needs to be a word that you love. It needs to literally be a word, this is going to sound cheesy, but it needs to be a word that you would like tattoo on your soul for the year, because that's what it is. And yeah, Jerry, it is a really deep question. A lot of thought needs to go into it. But here's the thing. Don't get stuck in too much thought. Like, you don't want analysis paralysis, because there is a quality that is right there at the tip of your tongue that if you were being that in your life, it would change everything. And that's the word you're looking for. And, if you're a praying person, pray about it. If you are hi, Julie, it's good to see you. If you are, if you meditate on it. If you journaling is a great thing to do to pick this word, is you just journal. And, one of the things I'd recommend is I'm starting a practice just on vacation, because I am a horrible journaler. Like, I can't tell you, I have probably, I'm going to look over there. I bet you I have 40 journals on a shelf that I've either started or I've bought. And I was like, I'm going to journal this year. I am terrible at journaling. I don't know why, but I just hate it. But a friend of mine, my business coach, actually shared this practice that she learned from another coach, where what you do is you set a timer for like 5 minutes in the morning or the night, and you just journal. You just literally do just write. You don't lift the pen. You just start, and it just, all the words flow out of you, and just write. And even if you're writing, I don't even know why I'm journaling, blah, 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 blah. But it's a whole stream of consciousness. That's what I was looking for. Stream of conscious journaling. So I'm going to do that for the next 2 weeks to kind of help me in this exercise, to kind of get some clarity about it. Because I have been stuck in my 85-pound weight loss for the last few months, and I just am not inspired to move on. I've been doing much better the last couple of weeks, but there's a point where, you need to go, okay, this is my anchor, and this is the thing that really dictates my success in every other area of my life, and I am going to blow through it. And so I've made huge success and huge momentum and huge gains in that, but I want to step over the place now, the new place where I've been stopped, and that's my big focus for 2018, because I really do believe that all of us have one anchor in our lives. Like, there's different categories, and there's a PDF that I shared somewhere in this Facebook stream in one of these Wednesday talks about how to evaluate what's your anchor. But there's like eight categories of like areas in your life, 8 areas in your life where people are focused and prioritize and want to succeed. Usually one of those is the one that kind of pulls the whole thing down. So it's almost like, it's like a graph. So like if you have, if you're rating your life from 1 to 10 and you have 7s all the way through, and that's like you've had a 7 level of success and fulfillment, there's always one that's maybe like a 4 that drags the rest of the curve kind of down. Mine is health and vitality. So that's the thing that I'm going to take on next year. And right now, I'm not sure what my one word is going to be that's going to alter it, but I'll bet you I'll have it figured out in the next week or so, and I'll share it with you. So if any of you get your word figured out this week, please come back and share it below. PM me. I'd love to hear what your word is. We're going to talk a little bit more about this next week. It'll be interesting to see where I am next Wednesday is the 20th, so that'll be my birthday. I will be somewhere between Charlotte, South Carolina, and Jacksonville, Florida, and I will be doing a live Straight Talk from the road. It might be in the car with my family, so it could be crazy. And you can't copy my word. She just wrote, when you figure out your word, I'm copying it. You can't figure out your word or my word. Because my word, if you take it on, it won't work for you. But I'll tell you what, I know I have some ideas for you about your word. I would start with gratitude. Something like gratitude. Something that has you be present to gratitude and joy. Maybe joy. I had joy for a word one time too. So now you have me all thinking like I'm going to stage a word for you, Ann Gibson, so that then when you copy it, it works in your life. Oh, that's the worst. I'm really not going to do that. So anyway, so you guys have an amazing week. I'm so excited about this conversation. We're going to talk about it a little bit for the next 2 weeks. If you, I think all of you are friends, my friends on my personal page on Facebook, my wall. We're doing this great road trip, and I'm excited about sharing it with you all. So I hope that you see that. If it's not something you care about, then just scroll past it, because, sometimes I can be prolific on Facebook, and, it's fun. So have an amazing week. Create that picture of the person in your mind and pick one word that is going to have you be who you want to be in 2018. Have a powerful and amazing week, and I can't wait to see you next Wednesday.